I'm Ashley Seymour. Today we'll be doing a beginner's flow. We'll be moving through 4 main flows that I usually use to stem off of my Vinyasa flows. So we'll be going through Surya Namaskars, which are sun salutations, and we'll also be going through a dancing warrior flow. And if you can't get everything this time around, that's okay, you'll work up to it. Because there will be some intense positions if you're not used to doing them, but this is the basic flows that we use, well that I use at least, in my Vinyasa classes. You just build off them, they bring more creativity into them, so these are just the basics. This is a great video to keep coming back to, and even if you're an advanced practitioner, coming back to these basics and cleaning them up and really allowing yourself to move with the breath with them will allow you to still deepen your practice. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So we're going to move through a few stretches just to begin, because this is a beginner's flow. We'll warm ourselves up. So just extend your legs out to the side for Upavista Konasana. And make sure you're flexing the feet. Rotate the pinky toes down towards the earth. Place the right hand in front of the right leg. Walk the fingertips as close to the heel as possible. And as you inhale, sweep the left arm up overhead, lengthening the whole left side of the waist. So you want to make sure you're able to peek out from underneath your left arm. And you're going to find that maybe your right elbow stays off the earth, or maybe it reaches back down. So as you inhale, really reach the fingertips, open up the whole side waist. As you exhale through your spine, elongating, opening yourself towards the sky. Good. Inhale, lift yourself up. Place the left hand in front of the left leg. Sweep the right arm up overhead, lengthening the whole right side of your waist. As you exhale, opening yourself up towards the sky. So lifting up to the possibilities in this moment of what's to come for this practice. So one more time, inhaling, reach the fingertips. Feel as the air is just moving through every single cell of your body. And as you exhale, feel like you're moving into that space that you created with the inhale. So inhale, lifting back up. Place the hands in front of the groin. Okay, you notice you can move a little bit deeper. And then as you inhale, so again, feel the air just moving to every cell of the body. Exhale, sinking into or moving into that space you created inside yourself. So when you inhale, really lengthening the spine. Exhale, moving into that space. So you can start connecting to the Ujjayi breath, which is a heated breath that we use in every Vinyasa flows. And as you inhale through the nose, you constrict the base of the throat, filling the belly up with air. And as you exhale, create that same heated noise, and you breathe out through the base of your throat, out of the nose. And imagine drawing the belly button back towards the spine, engaging the Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominal lock. And so you engage your deep core muscles to release every single drop of air from the body. So you're moving with the breath, and on the exhale, Ujjayi breath, imagine fogging a mirror with the mouth closed. You're creating steam at the base of the throat. And so instead of using your mind to move deeper into your legs, just use your breath. Keeping the mind soft. Trying to calm the vrittis, the brain waves of the mind. And the breath is really the guide for that. So inhale. Slowly roll yourself back on up. And you place your hands back. And slowly bring the legs back together. Bring the feet together for a Baddha Konasana. And then if you want to press closer, place your fist behind and then draw your groin closer to your heels. Interlace the fingers underneath the feet. Feel as though you're rooted from the sit bone. So feel the connection of your seat to the earth. And again, as you inhale, feel the air moving from the space of the back of your neck, spreading across the back of your shoulders, down your back, and then connecting you to the earth. And then as you exhale, feel as though you're moving into that space. And then use your arm muscles, your arm strength, to press you forward, moving deep into your inner hips. So again, inhale, move the air through the body. Exhale, pressing into that space. As you inhale, slowly lift back on up, extend the legs out in front of you. Come into Paschimottanasana, intense west stretch. Come to the tips of your sitting bones to literally move any buttocks flush. And as you inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge to the hips, folding forward. So keep the arms by the ears. As you inhale, feel as if someone's pulling you up out of your waist with your arms, and then exhale, drape your body forward. And so it's not about your upper body. Think about your hips. So imagine draping your belly button closer towards your knees, although I might never get there. And your heart stays lifted towards your toes, really flexing the feet. You can place your hands on the ground. I like to place them on the ground to traction my hands towards my body, to lift myself up out of my waist. But you can place your hands on your shins, ankles, toes. You can also use a strap to bring yourself closer. So you just want to walk your hands down closer towards your feet as you press yourself forward. So hold here for a few moments. Every inhale, breathing in, a lengthening, and every exhale, elongating the spine, moving into that space. As you inhale, slowly roll yourself back on up. Okay. And then we're going to come into so rolling over to all fours. You'll be on your mat sideways. And then just curl the toes under. Inhale, dip the belly down, roll the shoulders back, gaze up towards the sky. So this is cow pose. You want to traction the hands towards the feet and really press the shoulders back towards the hips. As you exhale, press to the tops of the feet. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Separate the shoulder blades. Bring the chin into the chest. Fingertips are spread wide. You're pressing through every single finger. As you inhale, dip the belly down, roll the shoulders back, gaze up. Exhale, press to cat. So make sure your hands are shoulder distance apart. Your knees are hips distance apart. Your hands are right underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. As you inhale, dip the belly down, roll the shoulders back, gaze up. And exhale, press to cat. So lubricating the spine is waking up before we begin to move. So inhale, dip the belly down, roll the shoulders back, gaze up. And exhale, press to cat. Inhale, one more time, dip down to cow. Ujjayi breath, exhale, press to cat. Inhale, come back to neutral position, curling the toes under. As you exhale, press back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Pressing through the fingertips, lengthening both sides of the waist. Drawing your heels down towards the earth. It's okay if they don't reach. You can also bend the knees if you need to, but think of lifting the hips towards the sky. Wrap the shoulder blades into the armpits. Soften the back side of the neck. Good, then next exhale, bend the knees. Slowly walk your feet towards the hands. And if you need to, you can lift yourself on up and walk yourself forward. Folding over the legs in Uttanasana, forward fold. Allow your feet to be hips distance to find a little bit more balance. Lift the toes and press into the four corners of the feet. So have equal pressure. So you're not leaning too much in the heels or too much in the ball of the foot. You're equally pressing into the pads of your feet and just fold over. So imagine that every inhale you're lifting the energy from the earth through the limbs up into your body. As you exhale, you're sinking deeper into that space. So if you want, you can hold onto opposite biceps or elbows, it's your choice, and allow yourself to sink deeper over the legs. have a slight micro bend in the knees if you need to. Good. Slowly release the arms and then roll yourself on up to Tadasana, mountain pose. So moving really slow, head lifts last. Walk the feet together so that the big toe mounds are touching. Heels are slightly apart, lifting the toes. Arms are down by your side, lifting to the kneecaps, engaging the quadriceps. Tuck the tailbone in under, but knit the front ribs together. You'll feel your heart lifting towards the sky. As you inhale, roll the shoulders forward, up, and exhale, back and down. Reach to the crown of the head, tuck the chin in slightly. As you inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart, hold here. Tuck your chin in slightly as you bow in this place. Set yourself in. Come back to an intention for this practice, your purpose for being here. And allow yourself to just be curious as you move, to observe how the pose is speaking to you. Instead of getting caught up in the physical posture, rather just staying connected to your breath, trusting that where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be, and the pose will give you exactly what you need. Let go of frustration, anger, any negative emotions or thoughts, and just be within the moment. Breathe life into it, and just really enjoy. So as you inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Move into the first Surya Namaskar A. It's classical sun salutation. And as you exhale, hinge the hips, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, releasing back over the legs. Inhale, step the right foot back onto a low lunge. Now you have to bend the front knee to deeply step the right foot back into a low lunge. Back heel is over the ball of the foot, and if you need to, you can always use blocks underneath your hands. So, press from the back foot, glide the left knee over left ankle, lower back knee down, uncurled toes. Now you want to keep your groin pressing forward so you're not on the top of the back kneecap. The only thing that lifts is your torso. So as you inhale, sweep the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, press to the back foot and the front foot. Keep your groin where it is and try to lift the heart up and back. Akapada Raja Kapotasana 2. Inhale, those arms back down to the ground. Curl the back toes under. Then as you inhale, you'll step back into a plank pose. Now either here, try to remove your hands from the blocks. You could remove them beforehand. As you exhale, lower the knees, uncurl the toes, lower the body down to the ground. Inhale, lift up to Bhujangasana. So you're pressing through the palms, to the tops of the feet, digging the toes into the ground. Elbows are in line with the shoulders. Try to pin the shoulder blades together. So as you inhale, you use your back muscles to lift yourself up, and then the support of your hands. Traction the hands towards your body. Exhale, release back down to the ground. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift up, tabletop position. Exhale, place the blocks back underneath the hands if you need them. If you don't have to. And as you exhale, press back to a downward facing dog. Hips, your feet are hips distance apart. As you inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale. So the blocks are helpful because you exhale, you want to draw the knee into the chest and try to step the right foot forward between the hands. So the blocks give you more space to do that. And if you can't step it up, that's okay. Just lift your torso and try to scoot the right foot forward. So you're in that low lunge position. Glide the right knee over right ankle, lower back knee down, uncurl toes. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, press to both your feet, arching back. It's not about how far you can arch back, so you want to make sure there's no compression in your spine. Inhale, lower the hands back down to the ground, and then step the left foot forward to meet the right, folding over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, again, other side, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge to the hips, arms come out to a T as you fold over the legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. So tucking the chin in slightly, your back is flat, bring the shoulders back. Exhale, release back over the legs. Inhale this time. Stepping the left foot back. So bend the right knee deeply. If you need to, come onto the tall side of the block so you have more support. You bend the front knee to step the left foot back. You want to glide, right knee, over right ankle, lower back knee down. So make sure the front heel is still on the earth. So if you need to scoot the front foot up a little bit, do so. And then, same thing, groin is pressed down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, lifting the heart to arch back. Inhale, lower the hands back down to the ground. Curling the back toes under. Step back to a plank pose. Shoulders are over the wrist, heels over the ball of the feet. Make sure you're engaging your core. You're pressing from the earth up. Exhale, lower the knees, uncurl the toes, lower the body down to the ground. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Your nose kisses the earth. Then as you inhale, lift up. Your legs are engaged to Bhujangasana Cone Pose. So you're pressing to the tops of your feet, digging the toenails into the earth. Exhale, release back down. Curl toes under. Inhale, lift up to a tabletop position. And then place the blocks underneath your hands again if you need them. Then as you exhale, press yourself back to the downward facing dog. This time, inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the left knee deep into the chest. And then step the left foot between the hands. Good. Again, same thing here. If you can't step it forward, just lift up and try to scoot that front foot forward. Glide the left knee over left ankle, lower back knee down, uncurl the toes. Okay. Lift just the torso. Inhale, lift the arms, gaze up toward the sky. Exhale, pressing to the feet, lift the heart, arch back. Inhale, roll the hands back down to the ground. Curl the back toes under. As you exhale, step the right foot forward to meet the left, folding into Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, folding back over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky, lifting the torso. Then exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. Holding here. So make sure the big toe mounds are touching, heels are slightly apart, and connecting to your breath, the beating of your heart. And just noticing how you feel, just those few movements and those moments of connecting to your breath. And now we'll be moving into Surya Namaskar A, which is in Salutation A. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge to the hips, bend in the knees, fold forward. Inhale, lift up to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway pose. Exhale, releasing forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, step back into a plank pose. So shoulders over the wrist, heels over the ball of the feet. Exhale, lower the knees, uncurl the toes, lower the body down to the ground. Inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana. So pressing through your feet, engaging even the butt, traction the hands towards your feet. Exhale, release down to the ground. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift up, tabletop. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good. And next, exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the thumbs, and then just walk towards the front of the mat. Again, if you need to, just release your arms to step forward. Folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. So that was Surya Namaskar A. It's a little bit shorter than the classical sun salutation. So now we'll move into Surya Namaskar B, sun salutation B. So inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze up to the fingertips. Exhale, arms come out to a T as you fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, plant the hands to the earth and step back into a plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees and curl the toes, lower the body down to the ground. As you inhale, lift up to Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Curl toes under. Inhale, lift up, tabletop position. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift so your feet are hips distance. As you inhale, you lift the right leg up. Keep the right leg straight, toes facing down towards the ground. As you exhale, place the right foot, so bring the knee into the chest and step the right foot forward between the hands. If you need to, place blocks in with your hands, or same thing, lift up and step the foot forward. You want to make sure you're in that low lunge position. Pivot the back heel down about 45 degrees. So your toes, left toes, are facing towards the left corner of your mat. Right knee is over right ankle. As you inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. Right knee over ankle again, so you press deep. So if this is, you want your hips still level, so your left hip is pressed forward, right hip shifts back. So if this is not comfortable to you, you can step the left foot more towards the left side of your mat to help keep your hips level, or just come onto the ball of the back foot, your choice. So whatever is comfortable for your ankle and your hips. So this is Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Okay, your next exhale, release the fingertips down to the ground or onto blocks, your choice. Come to the ball of the back foot. As you inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, and feel the toes, lower the body. Inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Inhale, curl toes under, lift up, tabletop. Exhale, surrender yourself back to downward facing dog. Good. So we're moving into a lot of poses, flowing a lot. So try to stay connected to the breath. I give breath cues, but depending on where you are in your practice, just remember to take your full inhale and your full exhale. This is your practice, but remember to breathe. As you inhale, other side, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Hips are level, toes reaching down towards the earth, flexing the foot. Exhale, either have blocks underneath the hands if you need to, or just try to exhale, bring the left knee into the chest. Then step the left foot between the hands. Good. That takes a lot of core strength. It takes a while to get that. So from here, pivot the back heel down. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. So the front heel will be, so your feet are still hips distance apart, and your right toes will be reaching towards about the right corner of the front right corner of your mat. So it's at an angle, and you're pressing the left knee over left ankle, pressing into the back pinky toe side of the back foot. Again, same thing here. If you need to, step the right foot more towards the right side of your mat. Or come into the ball of your back foot. Your choice. So try to, in this position, tuck your tailbone under in Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Lengthen both sides of your waist. Reaching through the fingertips, lift the heart, but soften the shoulders. So that means to draw the shoulders away from the ears, but energetically lift through the fingertips. Okay, next exhale, lower the hands down to the ground. Inhale, step back to a plank position. Exhale, lower the knees and curl the toes, lower the body down to the ground. Inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release down to the ground. Curl toes under. Inhale, lift up, tabletop. And exhale, press back, downward dog. Good, your next exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the thumbs, and slowly walk towards your top of your mat. Sinking over the legs in Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting the torso, lengthening up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. Good. Inhale again. Last flow, dancing warrior. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arms come out to a T as you hinge to the hips, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Your back is straight, your spine lifting straight out of your hips, arms underneath your shoulders. Tuck your chin in slightly. Exhale, release back forward over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale again. You can place blocks underneath your hands if you want, or you don't have to. Inhale, step back to a plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, curl the toes, lower the body down to the ground. Moving into Bhujangasana, you don't want the blocks. So place the hands underneath the shoulders or by the sides of your ribs. Magnetize the elbows together. And then as you inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release down to the ground. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift up, tabletop. And exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good. This time, step the feet together. As you inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky, opening up the hips. Then again, keep blocks underneath your hands if you need. So you're flexing the foot, keep the shoulders level. Then as you exhale, draw the knee into the chest and step the right foot forward between the hands. This time, pivot the back heel down 90 degrees. So your left toes are facing the left side of your mat. And you sweep the left arm forward, up and back, and the right arm just slips to warrior two. Right knee is pressed over right ankle. Your gaze is over your front fingertips. Sinking deep into your hips. Your front heel is in line with the instep of the back foot. Reverse the front palm. Inhale, sweep back. Reverse warrior two. Your back arm lightly touches your back leg and you open up the whole right side of your waist. Keep the right knee pressed over the right ankle. Exhale, carve the arms down to the ground. Inhale, step back to a plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees and curl the toes, lower the body. Inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release down to the ground. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift up, tabletop. And exhale, press back, downward dog. Other side. Again, place blocks underneath your hands if you need to. Then step the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky, flexing the foot, opening up the hips. So you might imagine stacking the left hip on top of the right, but shoulders stay level. Then as you exhale, draw the left knee towards the chest, then step the left foot between the hands. Pivot the back heel down, 90 degrees. Inhale, so your left knee is still over the left ankle. Sweep the right arm forward, up and back, and the left arm just slips. So your gaze is over your front fingertips. Arms are super active. Here's a really in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, which is where we're at. You really want to connect to your core, your ujjayi breath, and breathe through this moment. So as you inhale, reverse the front palm towards the sky, sweep back, reverse warrior. Lengthen the whole left side of the waist. Exhale, curl your arms down to the ground. And inhale, step back to plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, curl the toes, lower the body down to the ground. Inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, release back down to the ground. Curl the toes under. Inhale, lift up, tabletop. And now exhale, this time press back to a downward facing dog. Just kidding, I meant child's pose. So your knees can either be wide or your knees can be together. And your big toes are still touching. And then you drape your body forward, stretching the arms out. Try to shift your hips back towards your heels. And if your hips don't shift back, that's okay. You can place a blanket underneath or blocks or really whatever support you need so that you don't feel like they're putting too much pressure on your knees. So in this space, just connecting to your breath, your power, and just surrendering into yourself, Really letting go on every exhale. As you inhale, just lift up to a tabletop position. Move any props that you might have, and then curl the toes under. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good, your next exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the thumbs, and slowly walk towards the front of your mat. However you get there. And just fold over the legs. Hold on to opposite biceps if you want, or hold on to opposite elbows, your choice. And just sinking over the legs. Good, releasing the arms. Slowly roll yourself back on up. Keep the arms by your side. Lifting the head, then just draw the left ear to the left shoulder. As you exhale, roll the head to the center, draw the chin towards the chest. Inhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest. Sometimes when we're, so just repeat doing that, so sometimes when we're stressed in tense situations, it tends to go into our neck. So once you start building the arm strength, the core strength, you'll release the pressure from your neck as you move through these poses. So one more time, exhale to the center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the center. And inhale to the right. Good. Release the head down to the center. Lift yourself back on up. And one more time, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. So just notice the beating within your heart, the vibrations moving with the body, the warmth within your muscles, the softness in the mind, and the openness within you, the light that's shining from you. And just thanking yourself for coming to this space and just trusting that this practice was enough. So one more time, inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Good. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if it was intense and you stuck through it, that's good. Just keep coming back to it. It was a lot, but that was basically the basics in a short amount of time. So let me know what you think. If you want something simpler, if you want me to break down poses more, if you want anything, just let me know. So thank you for practicing with me.